I want to keep the fun element fun. I don't need it to be anything.
I know. I just want to make a video and just like almost leave somebody else like kind of after that, you know what I mean? Is it? I don't know what I want.
You can over fucking work a thing, like overcook it.
I know. If the yeah.
Okay, let's go. Where'd that fucker go?
He's gone. He's settled down. No.
It's fucking stuffy in here. Is it? The heat. I just banged that heater on for a few hours because it's kind of, you know, hot.
Have you any new art since?
None, and
since I've been here last.
I'm getting a little bit of a bollocking.
I'm more aware of it this time because I was so nervous the last time. Well, just it would as it been my first time. I didn't look at your art. I can't see that one until I looked at it. That's nice.
I just gotta make those colours kind of stronger.
Yeah.
That's just the fucking. That's what you call frustration.
That's gorgeous, man. I don't know if the viewers can see that.
Yeah.
Can the viewers see your artwork from there?
No, not really. That came out of
It's lovely now.
I went to see. What did I go to see? I went to see some horses doing a horse run in Castletown Roach.
Yeah.
And he was being brought out of the box with a lovely blanket on him.
Sorry, who was the horse?
The horse.
Fucking butterfly. I think it's a nice butterfly. I wouldn't get edgy with him anyway.
Get out. Get out.
I hear you.
Where are you?
We'll all work together, man. It's only a butterfly.
It's the little things, man.
I know.
I'm like a fucking ticking time bomb today.
Yeah, but if like, as we said, like people will watch RTE or something like that if they want that kind of like unedited. Do you know what I mean? It's natural if a butterfly will sometimes like kind of come in and come out.
It is, of course.
Is it a little bit? But you wanted it. I know.
No, it's just thing. I'm. As we speak now. No, I'm not.
You're very professional. My God,
I just want to have
such a sweet spot.
I'm tuning out from kids' energy right now to try to come into our grown-up energy.
I hear you.
You know the way you be frazzled by the fuckers.
No. You have a great setup here, and it's set up lovely with the art studio, isn't it?
Ideally, what I would like. It's about 20 feet long, but I've chopped a bit off there so I can have storage.
Yeah.
What we have here, I'd like that squared.
Oh, I'm with you, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd have plenty of room. That's what the plan is.
Do you know what's great about this place is that your sound is really nice. It's really the sound in my studio.
That's the wall store and it's the building itself.
Maybe I need to.
The boards behind this fucking thing are 2 inches thick.
Yeah, but it's making a very soft sound, isn't it?
That was the thinking, like, fantastic. And it's on the ceiling,
and it comes out lovely in your podcast.
Well, that's more to do with the microphone.
I've recommended it to one or two friends actually. I hope you've got.
I had some subscribers on YouTube this week. 3, I think.
Okay, well, I'm not saying it's my recommendation, but I verbally recommended to some friends of mine, and one particular guy who's coming onto my podcast.
Oh, cool!
Is now looking at your podcast. So it's a networking thing. The podcasting,
of course, it is. Yeah,
it's a lovely way to introduce yourself. Almost, one senior man there recently, for example, I reached out to him and said, "Listen, I think you're a fairly interesting person. I'd love to ask you a few questions for me and your viewers on a particular subject." And he was loving it, and it was a lovely thing. And
when it works, it's great.
And he can't wait to come in, and he's excited, and I'm excited, and it's an exciting thing. And
of course.
But I really want to thank you actually, because you're almost, I'm not going to say you're my trainer, but you're like my trainer, buddy. My friends. Sorry, just to let your viewers know what you did for me. My first ever podcast was with you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And I went through the whole thing. The sweat was coming up my back. I was nervous, but I'm going learning, right? Yeah. And the whole thing, 45 minutes of your precious time of sweat and energy, and I never pressed the record button on my my gizmo. And you were so good, right? And I'm like going, Oh my god, it's a Sunday morning ruined for it's just and you just went straight away. That's no problem. Take a break.
No biggie,
we'll chill our beans, and you did it all over again.
I was kind of like,
you know what I mean, like, and I'm telling you, man, and I'm just so grateful for that. And I'm banging on about it.
No, look,
it's just the energy it takes to actually to go into it, to do it twice over, and even more. I wouldn't even go into do you know what I mean? And even at that, the first half of it has a siren going through it.
Yeah.
But the second half of our show, I'm so proud of. I have to tell you, from 15 minutes to 30.
Yeah.
It's just gold. It's gold as far as I'm concerned. I look back on the stuff because I'm looking back. You can put it on this chair if you want.
Yeah,
I'm looking back,
getting
right,
rid of the couch.
at myself. This is something now, right? I've never done it before, but I'm literally looking at myself back from a different angle. It's like I'm looking at myself physically and obviously in other ways at myself from a different angle.
Educational, isn't it?
Isn't it educational? And I'm learning an awful lot about my guests, and it's great to have you all in. But I'm learning more about myself.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm learning that I interrupt people a lot.
That's normal.
I'm looking at my flaws. And sometimes I look at myself, and this is the God's honest truth. Sometimes I look at myself or a clip, and I look at it and I go, "Geez, I just love what I see here." Like, and I'm like going, "Jesus, you really love yourself, don't you?" And I'm like going, "That's really big head. That's a really big-headed thing to say." But then when you step back a bit further and go, "Isn't it a lovely thing to be able to say that you can look at yourself sometimes and just go, I really fucking like what I see," because isn't it great? Because you're fucking stuck with yourself till you die, dude. You might as well like what you see. I love what I see. I love myself.
It should be incorporated into the school system where you have this regular fucking self-conversation and then record it and watch it back and look out, write down what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah.
And not for the class, but just you'll have a tutor who'll
a mentor to mentor you
through it, and then
like that.
when just see I bet you see a massive difference and a quick development of self.
Yeah.
I've been saying it to most people who are brave enough to come in and have the chat, because it's like, I don't know, where you keep forgetting, like, with the way the world is, with the access we have to information from all over the world. You keep forgetting sometimes. We're in Ireland and it's like the fucking periphery of everything. And people here are still very rooted into them being here geographically.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like, I'm not going on no fucking, what are we doing? Talking? What, it's going on YouTube?
Oh, okay. I know. I wasn't,
you know what I mean?
Now I am. I'm with
you. So for me, I find it hard anyway to get people to come in that, first of all, you don't want to have people in for the sake of having people in.
You want interesting guests.
You want to have people
that
you can have the laugh with. Yeah. Get drunk with sometimes even. You want to be able to fucking, like you said, have a good. I mean, you could talk shit.
Yeah.
But it's you're on the same level, and it's shooting shit, having a laugh. But you can also talk about, like, current events that are on your mind.
I'm so welcome. I'm so happy to be here, because, like, it gives me an opportunity to promote my business. So it's a great business tool for a small business like me.
100%.
Because I'm busy with. I have Mike's Bike Shop.ie, which is becoming the main, not the main, but it's really that and the bike shop in town. Like the website and the bike shop are two, are working really good together. But the actual website takes a lot of time, and I put a lot of care into it. So that, I put up descriptions and the product descriptions. I don't copy and paste or use kind of chat GMIT or whatever. I literally I write it myself, you know what I mean, and put care into it, you know what I mean. That takes a lot of time. And that and the bike shop as well, we'll say, doing the repairs and the assembly and the sales and the online sales, and that keeps you going a good bit, you know what I mean.
I tried that thing for the art years ago with the fucking the website.
Yeah.
And I was going like you there now. I had to handwrite everything.
Yeah.
Maybe twice, and then I'd type it in.
Yeah.
And I'd have the photos fucking perfectly cropped.
Yeah.
And it was time consuming, but I didn't mind. I enjoyed it, but it was just the whole, like, it's like you built this beautiful hotel.
Yeah.
And it's in the middle of a desert, in the middle of a country, in the middle of nowhere, and no one knows it's there.
You need to be building it for Google. How do I
flog? See, I get frustrated easily with tech.
Yeah,
as you can probably tell with just the one mic. At this slow,
this is good,
I'm glacial speed when it comes to getting up to speed.
Oh, yeah.
And But it's kind of like somewhere along the early, maybe 20, somewhere within the first 20 recordings.
Yeah.
Like, I was like fucking overthinking shit, and it was there's something very fucking liberating about saying, fuck it.
No, that's your style, and I always
just
appreciate
fuck it.
Your style, man.
And just, like, I come in here, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to say.
But
I know I've got a bunch of shit on my mind.
In your mind, yeah.
And I've committed to the 1 a week thing.
Yeah, well done.
So, guest or no guest, I have to go in and make it happen.
How many shows do you have now? Do you mind me
this
asking?
will be
Why do you
114.
114
if it goes out
mother
next
shows.
Which you probably will go up next.
Whenever it goes out. 114. But they're not 114. What do you call it? Is it an interview or a
I just call it a podcast. I don't even know if it's a fucking podcast, because people will be saying, like, back
it is,
at the start.
It's a total podcast in my head, isn't it?
I figured it is.
I'm calling it an interview, my thing, but it's a bit formal. Like, I think I need to relax.
It's very formal, but like you said, you got to feel your way.
Find your way. You told me, and I know it anyway. Feel your way.
Because I never wanted an interview per se, as in the traditional mindset. Just a guy with a clipboard.
Sure, I came in with my clipboard already. This is just. You gotta find your way.
I make my own note. I have my cool fucking leather bound book that herself bought me. You can fill it up it's like my planner. I'm planning much. But I have all my sketchbook on the other side of it from when I'm scribbling, and I'd be lost without it, because I'm brain dead. I'm brain fried. I'm like, I had too much fun back in the day, and I'm like just Swiss cheese for a brain. So I like to make notes, and I'm trying to get into the habit.
Oh yeah, I love
and
notes.
It's a great habit. I'll be looking at blank pages for months, and then all of a sudden there's loads of writing.
I'm doing loads of writing these days. You told me that you write for the Archie column.
The Archie
so you're back writing again, as in columning,
as
in like
that
not just
me
audio and video.
I have to bang one out tonight. Actually, I was meant to do it over the weekend.
I started with that. I like that, and I'll go back to that. I love writing. Do you know what I mean?
I tend to fucking be in the middle of writing something, and there might be a turn of phrase or a sentence, and like, geez, that'd be a great song. And from that, you just leave what you're doing, and you'll go work. Try to come up with a song.
Yeah, nice.
And it's great, but once you get it, it's like, it's like a hunt has been.
Yeah.
You got the feast, and now it's over.
No, with anything.
So it's like, you got to do it again now.
Yeah.
But you can't just sit down. I can't just sit down and say, I'm going to paint today. I'm going to write or anything.
Yeah.
I have to have that fucking want pushing me.
Well, you have to have passion.
100%.
You have to have passion and drive if you want to do anything with the energy that's needed in order for it to be a success, whatever success means to you, or whatever, isn't it true?
100%. But what I found, I mean, I was annoying Lucy about fucking all the computer bits and the editing bits and all of this shit. And she was like, she eventually told me to fuck off.
Of course you did.
And I figured shit out then. Yeah, and once I found where a safe place, if you will, where I'm not going to lose everything by making a mistake down there, I still have it up. Once I got that basic understanding, I was fucking... Everything was like a third of the time.
I don't have that yet, but it'll come. I need to work on my confidence and in myself and my interviewing techniques and my style.
Well, the only way it's going to happen, Mike, is the more you do it.
Show up every day.
Yes.
Show up every day.
You just it becomes second nature.
Just
like
what you do. If that's what you want to do. If you want to be like, a presenter, a guy who presents bicycles in the best possible way and make the most sales from presentation of bicycles and et al. And then I need experience in interviewing and
conversations
with
strangers,
in being familiar in front of a camera and a microphone in that environment and all that in the studio, because this is where we're going. I mean, this is I can see myself honestly doing like YouTube live shopping and TikTok live shopping and whatever the latest that live, like very soon, as in like within the next few days. Like
but you're wired for that.
I'm fucking wired anyway. Like, are you sure I'm wired anyway? Like, I have 3 websites, 2 YouTube channels, that social media. I'm a bit like that, and my problem, not a problem, my huge flaw is that I think you're a bit like this as well, is that I expect everyone around me to be at the same passion, like, for my thing as myself. Because why wouldn't you be all fucking wanting to go in the car and go off to an archery, lads? Come on, let's go. Isn't it? Crack up your bows and arrows.
But it is very true, because it is the energy that just sweeps you away. And you're thinking, if they could feel even a third
I
of this,
know.
they're gonna love it.
Yeah,
but they don't.
like,
they want the
passion.
couch, the TV, and you to shut the fuck up.
Passion for their own.
They do.
Lives.
Everyone's on their own
for
time. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But aside from that, you know where I got this. When you try to think, maybe what inspired you, consciously or subconsciously. I remember that now that you mentioned about looking back at yourself when you start.
Yeah.
I was watching this really cool documentary about Leonard Cohen, the singer.
Okay.
And he was going on about the first time he saw himself on film.
Yeah.
He was at a friend's house, a photographer's house, but he was doing the camera thing.
Yeah.
And he said, "Do you mind? I'll be." He goes, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And it's just a bunch of artists, poets, and photographers having a party.
Yeah.
And he said, he was blown away. He said, obviously there's the vanity element, but he said it's not only that. He said, I'm watching myself enter a space. I'm watching the energy levels, because you can see the people in the room before I come through the door, and then I come through the door, and then there's this physical change in interactions and shit. And he analysed the hell out of it, and he said it fascinated him. But he said the vanity aspect would have been minuscule, and it was like immediately banished by the revelation of the rest of the
room and the energy or the synergy between the people.
That blew me away, because he said he's very fucking. I like Leonard Cohen. I love Leonard Cohen. Brilliant. I love his music. Granted, not all of it, but no one has a perfect fucking catalog. You know what I mean? Yeah. But his writing is class. He's fucking, the way he thinks and sees the world is class. As long as he's not intimidated, I find he's very cool. He's a cool dude, and he knew how to wear a fucking hat. Okay. Man, he had style. He's a cool dude, like.
What I find about the podcast show I'm doing, right, is a series of interviews with interesting people, right? So I'm interviewing the most interesting people from Fermoy County Cork, and it's a series of interviews, and that's, you know, kind of a sit down half hour like this, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like with my own background, but what I'm finding is I'm doing another show at the same time, the making of the podcast.
That's a very good idea.
It's a good idea, and that's where I'm looking back at myself. And I haven't released what I've made, like, but I'm looking back at myself a little bit, and like, I know I'm cringing at myself, and sometimes I'm not cringing at myself, and then I'm learning this little. I'm just looking at myself, man, as like a shrink would almost, like just looking at myself there for a half hour.
Are you doing one for every kind of interview you do, like a behind the scenes kind of thing? And then releasing like 2 sets?
I don't know what I'm just making it all at the moment, and I don't know what way I'm going to pop it out. Like I'm it's something like that.
It's like an album and the album sleeve.
I'm not afraid to say like how nervous I was. Like I am, dude. I interviewed a beautician the other day, like, and like I swear to God, like I
get any tips.
I she's very good. Like, cause she's a skincare, specialist.
Really,
a beauty and skincare specialist who has a very established salon downtown, and it was so nice to meet her and talk to her. But I swear to God, man, I wrote it in the making of the podcast kind of documentary, like the nerves I had the night before she came in. I was like, going,
that's awesome,
and I documented that, and then afterwards, like I documented soon afterwards, like kind of not how I was feeling, but I was like going, I'll see it, I'll show it in the show, but like I was kind of letting the lid side to how I was feeling a little bit, and like I thought it was quite good to open myself up a little bit, and to see myself opening up even like in another dimension without going wacky on it. You know what I mean?
Go wacky the fuck, man.
And the people closest to you are the people not to listen to. So if you're doing something like this, I've also discovered like kind of like the people who'll say, "Ah, Jesus, what a yat," are actually your best friends almost, are the guys, like, do you know what I mean? So you can't be listening to anyone, dude. You can't listen to anyone. If you want to do it, you've got to just get on with it and do it, and show up every day. And if it's not great content, or if it's not great,
it's not going to be
fucking project. I mean, just flip it on. It's yesterday's fucking newspaper.
They're important steps. They're very important steps.
Learning curve.
You know what I mean? And you'll only consider them like, not great when you're maybe 100 in.
Yeah.
Then you look back and you'll be able to say, "Oh Jesus!" Testament to me for keep going.
Yeah, I know. I can see it already, man. Like I could. And it's slow moving as well. It's in the sense like that it's slow moving for. I want it to be slow moving. It's like chapters in a book as well, as I was saying. I think at one point, and it's slow moving. And I don't have like to do an interview a week is nearly too much. Like for me, it's slow right down a bit. Like and you know what I mean. With this one, I'm trying to slow it down a bit, and I'm trying to have 6 ready for St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to launch whatever I'm launching, the show, the podcast on St. Patrick's evening at 9:30, and I'm going to have 6 ready so I can pop them out, you know, for the next few weeks, and I won't be. And then while those 6 are going out, I'll make another 6, and that's a 12 show run, and that's the show. And then how we knock on after that, but that'll be that, because I'm doing a lot of podcasting for Mike's Bike Shop now as well, and I'm doing a lot of TikToking and bike. That's what I do. I do bike reviews. I'm the bike review expert. Right. I'm the guy who reviews the bikes and gives honest kind of reports on and stuff like that. And
I was watching one there about was it a yellow BMX?
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
You were like, you know, I was kind of laughing the way you were like, not giving out. But like saying, this day and age, come on Dublin, get your shit together.
Well, you heard what I'm saying about that. I mean? Like they're shipping a bike down from Dublin
for you to ship it back to Dublin.
To ship it back to a customer who bought it off me in Dublin.
Yeah.
Which is a bit wacky. You know, a van could surely just bring it that short.
But I think what needs to happen there is a little meeting.
No, it's more. If you listen more, I did explain after that. What I do is I sell pre-assembled bikes.
Yeah, but you get that personal touch.
Yeah, so how my supplier isn't going to put that love into it, so it has to come to me.
You'd be lucky to get the bike.
You'd be lucky to get the bike. You know what I mean? You'd be lucky to get an email to say the bike is coming, so it has to come to me to put.
Do you mind if I have a cigarette?
No, knock your boots off. It has to anyway. There you go. So for me to pump it up and get it assembled and check the gears and then take the pedals off and put it into the rear box and ship it anyway. But it is a little bit wacky. I think actually the people in Dublin should have the service. Maybe we could anyway. I'd like to cut out some of the transport costs in the bike industry. You know, from the
well, cutting out costs is great if it can go back to the customer, I suppose. Exactly. Then they're gonna fucking. It helps with them saying, well, he's not going to rip you off.
Exactly.
I think he's a fuck.
Correct.
And, you know, it's like...
He cares.
He knows what's real.
Whether it's in the shop or whether it's online on the website, the guy cares a bit enough to
I think it's very important that, I mean,
it's...
You go on, you're brought into an equation where your profession or whatever is required. Yeah. And you give it or you do it or whatever, and then you make a mistake. It could be in the costing or whatever. And instead of just going back and letting them know, like, we're gonna have to renegotiate the cost, which they've probably already paid anyway. I kind of just say, listen, we're gonna have to renegotiate the timetable because I fucked up on the pricing. Yeah, it's not gonna cost you any more money wise. Okay. But while I'm elsewhere making bank, I'll come back here and finish this off. But it won't take forever. It'll be a minimum of whatever. Yeah. You make out a little plan, and so they know. Yeah. Look, I'm not here to fleece you. We've already agreed.
No, there's no one.
But it's just communication is always important. And so they know exactly what's what. Because sometimes...
no, you're right.
A minor misunderstanding can become Mount Everest.
I know. Whereas if you sent the email or picked up the phone and gave the customer a call...
I try to get face to face with them.
No, you're right. No, I agree with you, man.
But it must be said, some people there's no fucking pleasing. Some people can... A word I was reminded of recently, pedantic. Pedantic? Yeah. There's a few of them there. But they're few and far between. But when they fucking show up, man, it's like a bad penny.
I know, but
fucking kidding me?
Fool them with kindness.
The nonsense that they'd be coming up with, like... Oh.
Fool them with kindness and did it or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like...
I don't know. They're just like... It blows my mind. Yeah. How can you be this person? How can you be this kind of person? Thinking this way at your age?
Are there few and far between? Tell me, I seen a nice video that you took of the archery. Someone took the video of you taking a shot.
Oh, that was the club shoot there a few weeks ago. Yeah, I actually scored very good in that. I was very happy.
Oh, you're very good technique. Because I told you I used to teach beginners in the Adventure Centre archery just as a kind of a multi-sport kind of beginnery thing. But very good.
I wasn't so fucking good the other. I went to the clubhouse the hall on Monday evening. There's this international competition going on at the moment. You'll do a block of whatever a month for 3 months, and it goes off to Australia. Then all the countries they kind of who are taking part will send all the results. So you've categories internationally from your category, and I was going in there full of beans the other evening because I had such a great shoot the week before in our competition. I thought I'm getting a bit of momentum going, and I couldn't see my arrows landing at the 20-yard spot. But my first 20 arrows were fucking sweet. They were 5s and 4s for the most part in the circle. Yeah. And I was like, I better start this competition. Do you watch yourself
back on videos? Have you done that? Do you know, with some pro athletes?
A buddy of mine did it once. Alright. Technique
back on
it's that. A good idea, especially with
probably is with archery because it's so. But the way you held your form after the arrow had been shot, I thought.
Well, I put that down to actually. I took part in a coaching course there recently. It's a 2-part thing. I've done the first part. And they went through all of this in the first part. And I was like, fuck, I've been doing it wrong all along. So straight away I was implementing what I got that day into like shoots. Yeah. And when I went to the Nationals, I was trying to implement it. So I was all over the place a bit. And when I knew who was shooting, I figured these guys are tigers, like sharks. So I figured, well, I'm probably not going to win if I try today. But while I'm here, I'll use the opportunity to implement the new fucking setup I was going to shoot. And I was happy enough with it, like, you know.
It's good, I like it, man.
But there's a weird feeling in my brain. It's like, I've shot very well, and I've seen the scores and everything before. So I know it's in me, I know it's there, and again, I was given out about the lack of, the clubs used to be able to give 4, they were given the option of 4 club shoots in the course of a year. Oh, really? And then last year at the AGM, it was knocked down to 2. Which I think is detrimental to fucking pro, because it's about momentum. You need going to the fucking range every day isn't going to do shit for you.
I was just thinking around about recently an indoor hall one, was it? An indoor venue, but the one that obviously that I seen the video.
That was the Woods. That was a 3D shoot. Fucking brilliant.
The reason I remember it's not. It would be unusual for me to repeat what some. Do you know when you're scrolling? I don't do it much now. I try to just put content on. And
I get sucked in now.
But every now and again you get sucked, and I watch it, because I must be a subscriber to your stuff, but I watched that a few times. It was a good thing that you could watch it a few times. Actually, I thought it was. Yeah,
because one of the lads we were up in some championship in Laois there last year, and it was fucking stormy weather now. Yeah. And someone put up something, and it got fucking massive.
At the arrow, like.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of people thought we were actually hunting.
Okay.
But we weren't, obviously. No, it's illegal. But it's competition, and I got a...
It's earthy anyway, though, isn't it? It's very earthy, yeah.
But it's very good for your mental space.
Yeah, of course.
It's not just you're out shooting shit. It's the whole, you're in the woods, you know what I mean? You're outdoors, you're meeting people, like-minded people, and you're having some laugh.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're having a bit of competition along the way.
No.
So I encourage everyone to fucking give it a go.
Do you know what I've done recently, and it's fantastic? It's a way of me spending time out in the land, in the countryside, without training and exercising. You know what I mean? Is keeping birds. I started keeping birds. I started. It was fantastic.
Keeping birds.
Well, I started with four hens. So
cool.
I got 4 hens. Like, I don't know. 6 months ago, we'll say, and then I got 2 more hens, we'll say, I don't know, like 3 months ago or 2 months ago, and then recently a friend of mine who he gave me 2 fantail. They're fantail pigeons, is what they're called.
All right.
Yeah, they're like kind of small white, almost peacocks. Do you know what I mean? Like.
And how come? Will they come back to you? Like.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, the idea is that you kind of train them and they'll be coming back and stuff, and they're living with the hens in
cool.
Yeah, and it's great. Yeah,
it is. I want to get chickens ages ago, but
it's lovely.
A lot of foxes here.
It's like, well, I've done. I need to touch wood, but I've done, secure enough, and the eggs are great, but it's a waste of me spending time just out in the garden and doing little jobs and my morning chores first thing are straight away, like dog, chickens, there's cats around. It's all animal, outdoorsy. It's lovely. It's a lovely way to start your day, especially the hens and the birds, because they need a little bit, food.
Yeah, of course.
You get the eggs, and it's a lovely way to
get to see the personalities and stuff.
Yeah, they get used to it.
And did you get a cockerel? Is it a cockerel to keep the peace?
No, I didn't.
Isn't that what they're for? To keep the peace from all the ladies?
It's definitely, and I think the eggs aren't going to be much. Well, I suppose they're also you'll get eggs, and I'm no expert now. Like
I think it's either the summer or the winter, or the production will dip a bit.
Yeah,
but it's normal apparently.
I'm getting them all winter. I'm getting one pair.
Must be the summer, so because it's usually the winter. You see,
people say this
when you're driving on some country roads. At the entrance to some place, you'll have like some box.
Oh yeah, free range eggs for sale. Like, yeah.
Leave the money, we trust you.
Yeah,
thing. Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
It is.
I like it. Yeah, no, it's a fine.
No, I wanted to get that set up here, but she wasn't having it. Oh, we're a bit up in the air here at the moment.
Yeah,
because we're trying to I'm trying to get a site down the road here and fucking just build, but it's a big undertaking.
That's a big undertaking, man.
But it's like, give it a go. See what happens. Really?
Would you? Yeah.
Fuck
keepers. Well done, you.
It's had a few hiccups, but nothing major. It was just life affecting other people's lives, and just postpone this and postpone that and da 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 da. But
you and your family are handy with your hands.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a
sure it's going to be a lot of it. You're going to
Graham will do all the blocks and bricks and whatever.
Who's Graham? Sorry,
Graham is the brother. He lives over in Kilworth.
Okay.
And David then is the carpenter. He'll probably get involved with the roof and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stone face the whole lot.
Okay, and have it looking finished.
There'll be a lot of stonework on it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Get the thing built first. Get the land first.
What's stone masonry like in this weather and this wet weather?
It's not great. It's like
it's hard for we'll say the
if you can cover up stuff, you're okay. But if you're like what I was working on today, you can't be covering it up. And more,
it's just an outdoor.
Yeah, it's too fucking. It's
just fucking.
And the stone as well. It's like a fucking
church or something like that.
It's all rustic and. It's beautiful though. It's looking great.
Yeah.
But I just got in kind of good time in the morning and just tore into it. Try to get into this habit of leaving the phone in the van, because ideally I should have it on my person for work stuff. But now it's like, fuck it, I'll ring people back.
Bring them back, man.
The difference in productivity is through the roof.
And it's just, I have to train myself. I went on a little family trip there last week, 4 days away, and I took no gizmos with me or nothing. The only thing that needed a lead was my coffee machine. I took nothing. So I had no communicating. I didn't, on this occasion, I didn't even take a pen or a paper.
I'd always have to have the book and pen.
Yeah, I didn't.
Just for drawings at least.
Yeah, I don't draw, but I'd be writing, I'd be like going lists of fucking things for work or like ideas for projects I want to take on or people to...
I definitely need to be
Yeah.
Even if I have it there with me for 2 weeks and I don't even look at it, that's fine. But if it's not there, I get twitchy because I'm thinking, well, what if I have my best fucking idea and I forget it?
Yeah.
I'm looking for something.
Yeah. No, it was a great time just to... The family went off and we all did activities, but every now and again then the lads would go off and do something and I was by myself. I loved the solitude. I loved hanging out with the gang, and I also really loved the solitude as well. And I had no gizmos to distract me. I had nobody. Usually, like if I was on my own, often I'd kind of ring, "Hey man, what's the crack?" and ring me buddy or not always, but like it was just lovely just to be out in the trees and the outdoors. It was up in the centre of the country, we'll say, and it was just in the forestry, and it was just so peaceful, having no gizmos. And then I was then, my energy was back up after spending a bit of time then by myself, and when the gang came back then, I was up for it again. Do you know what I mean?
You need to recharge though, don't you? It's very important.
Yeah,
you're no good to nobody if you're fucked.
No, sorry, I'm leaning back from the microphone.
No, you're fine.
No,
it's I find that the woods, just being in the woods is unreal.
I know.
There is definitely a charging going on.
There is, of course.
Isn't there?
Yeah. Well, the outdoors in general.
Even just leaning on a tree while they're all taking their shot, just touching the fucking thing.
I know.
I don't know, you're plugging in.
100%. There's a total, I won't say I go out hugging trees, but
I'd hug a tree.
I definitely have no... Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's a bit of a tree hugger in me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you like to get your hands dirty as well, I'd say, in the garden and
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that.
part of
Yeah.
that's kind of... Yeah, I do, yeah. And this year I've decided I'd like to... I've never done this, but I'd like a polytunnel, a blackout polytunnel for mushrooms. This is something I'd like to do. I've no experience. No, it's small button mushrooms. I'm a vegetarian and I don't eat meat or fish, so I find good small mushrooms uncut. I think they're lovely into a stir fry. Small button mushrooms. But don't cut them all, so there's a little bit of a texture-y kind of...
that long, I don't know, it's like eating flesh, I hate them.
You don't like them? Oh, I like mushrooms, I love mushrooms.
I like mushrooms in a fry-up.
Oh, I like them in a fry-up.
Proper mushrooms in a fry-up. I don't like these big fucking flying saucer mushrooms.
No, neither do I. I like a button mushroom.
Nice tidy fucking diced mushroom or sliced even.
Yeah.
But she's into all this fucking weird shit and I'm like, ugh. Like this other nonsense food, I call it. What I forget what it's called. It's like it's related to rice, but it's circular.
Couscous. No?
That crap.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What are you getting from that? Like, nothing. It's like that fucking corn. You get It's a passenger, as Tommy Tiernan would say. That's all it is. A passenger.
I know.
You're getting nothing from it. I have like. These months now, I want to have liver at least once a week.
Oh, I'd say that would be good, yeah.
I want to have steak.
Yeah.
I used to have, when we were being brought up, we'd have a lot of organ food.
Like liver and
kidneys, heart, all of that jazz.
And
into a stew and divine.
I get the stew even though I don't eat meat. I do understand, and a stew.
But it's
all
so
this awfully shit.
They're very important for the human body, for the function.
And you look healthy and great. It's just a thought of it.
Well, my tooth isn't so fucking healthy. I'm freaking out, man.
You should have cancelled. Is it? You have a toothache?
I don't know, I took loads of painkillers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they're like, I don't know, they're fine. It's not that painful per se, it's more of a pressure thing. I think the nerve is dead because the way it was moving when I was having my dinner today, I was like, oh, fuck. It's gone from bad to worse. But it wasn't painful, it was just uncomfortable.
Oh, really?
You're thinking, am I chewing on my tooth? So it's like, I gotta ring a professional soon. And I'm thinking looking some people up in the city who might be able to clip it on. Or maybe get some silver thing put in there.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with the silver thing. I mean, pirate.
Well, suit you, yeah. It would be nice.
See what that's
going to do.
Do
you ever do any acting or anything? No, were you ever into
I did acting. Well, I was meant to do a play.
Art of the arts, isn't it?
Stage play with Yvonne Seymour was direct. I think it was her first play. She was the sister to one of the lads in the band Disco, who's passed. Bless him. But I was just we were fucking smashed. We had a massive party after a practice with the band, and the band was great fun, man.
Were you in a band? Sorry.
Oh yeah, we were in a band, but it never went fucking anywhere because all the lads were just fucking tapped.
Okay.
But we practiced it a lot.
Did you? You were like playing together. How many?
We know a drummer. That was the only problem, and the boys were just. It was just erratic, really.
Was it?
But we'd only do like originals.
Yeah.
Tried to do a few covers. Oh,
were you the writer?
Singer-songwriter.
You were the singer-songwriter.
I kind of come up with the song and then I'd go to Disco because he'd play mainly the guitar and I said, look, this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I said, do that but have some flourishes along the way.
Okay.
And he did. And then Noel would come in, Noel O'Keefe. No, it's an unbelievable guitar player.
Okay.
Unbelievable. But it's like he didn't fucking believe it. But he pulled off, like I could say to Noel, I did this song called Red Eyes. And it's meant to be it was a good fucking song. But there's a part in it where he was doing lead. And I said, can you just not strum that, just hit it and make it ring. Okay. Like echo that particular note. And straight away he had it. And I was like, fucking awesome.
Wow.
And it was awesome. We recorded those actually. We recorded maybe 8 songs. I don't know where the fucking.
Did you publish them? Are they published in some?
No, we just did a demo tape. We all got a copy each.
Pre-internet? When was this?
Oh, well, pre-internet. We actually did have a fucking MySpace account.
Okay.
Wasted Collateral was the name of the band, but I'd say MySpace isn't even there anymore, is it?
I don't come across MySpace.
But it broke my heart a bit when it just the commitment wasn't there. Like, I was committed, but they weren't committed.
You're back in a comedy again, man.
So
you're
it was like,
you have to be.
I exploded.
You need full control over.
I thought once we did the demo, it might give them a fucking clue that, you know, this could be fun.
Yeah.
But it was like, I don't know, there was a lot of in-house bitching. All of a sudden, everyone wanted to write the songs. And I was encouraging them to write. I was giving them books that I was reading. And it was nothing to do, it was just about expanding the vocabulary.
Yeah.
These books were like Lord of the Rings kind of stuff, you know? It was just fun reading.
Yeah.
And to help fucking break out of this parochial mindset you're in.
Yeah.
Just fucking explode.
Yeah.
And I mean, they weren't dunces or anything. They were all smart dudes in their own way. But it's just, if you want to go and be a wordsmith, you have to have a fucking vocabulary. And you have to be willing to dream. And fucking capture the dream and put it on a page.
But there has to be a lead. There has to be a lead artist. All in a lot. Not always, but a lot of these bands.
I was definitely the lead. Because I was giving up to everybody.
Yeah, because you need full control. You
100%. But look, the guitars are in here now. I have two of them in here and I have two in my bedroom, and it's like they're there for a reason. Because I haven't played them in fucking nearly 9 months.
When is the last time you played the guitar?
About 9 months.
9 months.
And that's why they're here now. And I was just making up on the day. It was cool. It was it was a cool feeling.
What would be your favourite song then? We'll say. What would be? You don't have a favourite one. Whatever your fucking.
I'm listening to a lot of classical music and orchestra music at the moment. But the last song that I really got ripped up over was Like a Stone by Audioslave.
I would not have moved.
Fucking, when I heard that song first, they didn't have the band. I don't think the album was printed yet. Okay. But they put the song out and then they said they're going on tour next year.
Yeah.
Or no, they were going to be in Dublin like in a month.
Yeah.
And we only had this one song we heard. And I goes, I'm going, who's coming?
Yeah.
And a bunch of us went up there. It was fucking brilliant. It was brilliant. Man had a great voice on him. But they had a great set list. It was just, every song was a wow.
Would you get in a band again? No, would you?
I would,
you
of
get
course.
The band back together?
I wouldn't.
Not the same.
If I was asked to join a band, I would do it. Okay. But I wouldn't go out of my way to go looking to put.
Is there any
together.
artists around? Is there? You don't know.
I haven't.
You haven't a clue. You're not the man to ask. Why I'm asking you. You're not the artist.
I haven't been.
You're not on the scene.
I've been in the wilderness.
Is there a scene even?
I don't even know. And besides, a lot of what I'm hearing, is shite. It's just pure bullshit. It's like poser bullshit.
I know.
I'm looking for people who aren't afraid to fuck up.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? Put it out there, and if you don't get the notes, so fucking what? This isn't the voice. You gotta feel it and channel it.
I'd love to do lots of things, but I'd love to have artists coming on to my podcast. I really like.
You might be better. You might have a better chance of getting them on than I would, because they seem to think I'm.
Well, I haven't asked that many. I'll tell you now. My numbers would be, just not exact, but I'm gonna say I would have asked 10. I would say 6 have said yes. 2 were on the fence. 2 went white, and I said, "I know you're grand."
Yeah, that happened.
And that's the numbers. That'll be the numbers of the 10. I've asked 10, and I've 6 out of 10 have said yes.
That's great.
That's good, isn't it?
Because recently, last time we spoke, and I said, I haven't started asking anyone. Since then, I've asked 4.
Yeah.
There's yourself. There's 2 other lads, and there's one that I fucking messaged them, and I don't know them. They don't know me, whereas I know the other ones.
Yeah.
So I felt the message was safe enough. So I'm going to ring the other ones, because I think they could be interesting.
Yeah.
But one of the lads said the 2 of them said yeah. One is meant to get back to me for February this month. So I might give him a tinkle next week, because everyone gets busy.
We're all busy, man. I can't. It's not.
You can't be taking a person.
No, and there's no point in me asking 20 people and next thing, like, trying to manage all these WhatsApp messages and people coming, and me trying to, like, close a shop for a half hour here and there. I took it down a bit, because the podcasting is brilliant, and I'm learning all about the nice people and about myself, but I can't distract myself from, like, the bread and butter.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, selling bikes in the bike shop from my,
Very seldom I will take a day off if it's going to factor, if I get 2 in a day.
Yeah.
Just the way everyone's timetable worked out, that those 2 people are able to come in one in the morning, one in the evening, or one after the other, I'd say, okay, you know what, fuck it, I'll be there.
It's just content making for me. I'd be making loads of content now for the bike shop and for the bike shop podcast and TikToks, all this and all this, but I have to remember, like, Jesus, because I'm in the shop, I'm in the bike shop. Like, not a repair is getting fixed over. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. We need to fix the punctures and be tuned in to ringing the customers.
It's so
back
easy
about this,
to come up with a structure for your day, but it is out the fucking window once you get another idea.
Mr.
Like,
Scatty here, I'll build a website. Okay, we've a new channel coming. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
yeah, but that's, how come everyone's not for me. I think it's easy. I wanted to do maybe 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah,
but then it was like, that's not right. I mean, I have no. If I had people coming in like that regularly, no problem. I just make it happen like evening time.
I know.
But I mean, at the moment, it's just like, I'm not going to stress.
You should go back to the pirate radio thing, man, and play a bit of music and talk a bit and stuff.
See, with the music thing, there's too much silly
bullshit.
Yeah. If that wasn't a thing, definitely.
Wouldn't it be nice? I was thinking about
a few drinks, like, listen to music, and say what you think of that one.
Yeah, wouldn't it be a nice talking piece? Like, next up here now, we've got Elton John, or you're into or whatever.
See, this is the simplest, most basic form that I can actually accommodate.
That you can control as well, because of copyright
and time-wise. So it's fine.
You know, it's good.
But I'm always looking to accommodate more time to it, and...
Well, the stuff you do on the road is good, like, in the sense that I know it's like the camera shot that you did there is very good. Stuff you do, some of your mobile stuff is very good, like, do you know I know you don't like it and you want, and this is you, like, and I get it, but at the same time, you're making... It's interesting, just content making. It's just another more content, and you're making...
I don't even see it as content making. I'm just like, oh, this is so cool, and you're doing that. That's
you're publishing it. You're releasing it.
It's like,
it's
why
fantastic,
not?
And
let everyone know, look, this is happening.
Yeah, what I like about your style is that you don't care if there's like 5 watchers or 5 million watchers.
You got to divorce your mind from that, or you'll go mad.
It is what it is.
I think the first 20 things that I put up, to start, because it was for the art thing anyway.
Yeah.
I was like, how's it doing? Is there any traction? Is there any interest? And it's like, then you'd meet people like, you know a crowd called Even Flow at all? They're fucking hilarious. It's a lot of tractors and rally cars and shit like that. And your man's mental. He's absolutely mental. I met him, I got lost on my way to a job. Turns out it was for his sister. And his house is here, her house is a few fields down, but by her directions. And as I was going in the gate, I was thinking, fucking, the way they'd have an old cottage by the gate?
Yeah.
I was thinking, I know this cottage, because it's in all these fucking videos.
Okay.
He's a mad cunt. You should check it out, Even Flow.
Even Flow.
Yeah, and then I drove in here, and there's this big giant of a man, and he's got that, who the fuck is this coming in my driveway?
Yeah.
Look about him and goes, fuck, this guy looks... big. But there was something I know this fucking face. And I was talking to him, and then in the middle of him saying, oh, you just took her on tour and you're looking for the sister. And I goes, phew. And then I'm looking at are you on fucking YouTube or something? And he's like, no. And he was wearing the t-shirt and everything for Even Flow. And I goes, you're even wearing the fucking t-shirt. Turns out he's a stonemason as well.
Oh, wow.
So I got out of the van and we had a chat, and he was telling me all about his experience thus far with YouTube. He says, don't worry about subscribers, don't worry about likes. He said, there's a lot of shit happening because I said, look, I'd be looking at analytics, but I must be looking up at cow's arse. I don't know what the fuck what means. I'm a retard.
Well, you can have...
And he's like, just keep doing what you're doing, and as long as you're enjoying it for you, because if you're enjoying it, it'll click somewhere else with someone. He said, don't look at the numbers.
It doesn't matter if
just enjoy what you're doing.
People. Yeah, like, even if there is something...
Because the whole point of doing it initially was for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. It's for me.
What changes? Nothing changes.
Nothing changes. I don't...
But when you come along then and you're like... when I saw you doing a podcast, like, fucking great. Now there's someone that I know and I can approach. So what do you think? How's that going?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Because when I was starting out, I was like, who the fuck Is anyone doing this? I thought to be
No,
people
there's not too many.
within a
I'm
5
sure
mile
there'd be
radius
loads,
doing
yeah.
it. And if they are, they're very quiet.
But you don't suffer with nerves. I suffer with. I didn't realise. I
don't suffer with. Well, I don't know.
I didn't realise I was such an inexperienced host. Actually, I said that somewhere the other day. I one of my realizations was I'm a very inexperienced not even host, but even kind of
talking to a camera
shocked,
alone in a room, feeling crazy.
Yeah, not even with the person. I just like. I don't know. I didn't realise I got freaked, man. I got freaked. I got freaked.
It's just something new. That's all.
I'm delighted with what's coming out, but like I have to say, like
the more you do it, the more you
keep
get
at
comfortable.
it. Sure, get back on the horse, get back on the bike.
Because I was getting,
I'm with you, man.
I had a temper tantrum in the middle of one of the early attempts, and I just flipped. It was to do with art, and I was fucking gonna rip shit up, and there was a lot of blah 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 blah, and it went on for about 20 minutes. But like 10 minutes of crazy, and then 10 minutes of laughing at yourself, calling yourself a retard, and then realizing the camera's still on and it's over there in the corner. So you're like, fuckhead, what's your fucking problem? You can't look at a camera now and talk stuff, blah blah blah. Yeah. So I went on a rant, and it's like it broke a spell. So I went in the show, and the missus goes, "Is that better?" Because she's laughing every time I'm showing her my first attempt, my second attempt.
She's don't show anyone anything.
Just for feedback. Because
don't.
She knows
me. Anyway, it's like, don't show. I've learned.
But if she knows you more than most people would, you say, "Do you see me here?" That's all you're looking for. Do you see me here?
Yeah.
Or am I acting here?
Yeah.
Is it affecting me without me realising?
Okay.
That's all you're looking for.
Yeah.
You're not looking for her to say, "Oh, you're my hero." You're not looking for that shit.
Oh, I know
You're
that.
just looking for some constructive feedback. And she's like laughing her whole off.
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh yeah, keep doing that. That's funny."
Yeah.
But she was joking, like, obviously. So I'm looking at it, but it didn't matter at this stage. Because now I'm free.
Yeah,
I'm free to just be a fucking idiot.
It's good.
It's rough.
It's good.
Awesome.
It's
but you gotta push through it, like, as quickly as you can.
I know. Just keep.
See, I know you're like I'd be thinking with you, right? You're a businessman. You got the shop. You're dealing with customers. You don't want to be going on there saying "fuck this, fuck that." By the way, UFOs. You don't want to be touching that shit because you got to think of the shop and the customer and all that. So you have to be more conservative.
Maybe.
Whereas I don't give a fuck.
I don't really give a fuck either.
I mean, this is it. This is what I'm thinking. Honest to God, fuck you.
I'm a bit like that too. I'm quite unique in the sense that I do.
Everyone is.
Everyone's unique.
It's just everyone seems to be tied up in this what people think shit.
Yeah, I know.
And you gotta say,
I know, and you gotta free that from yourself. I know. It really
unhinge.
Unhinge it. I'm with you, man. I'm trying to, and the podcast show has highlighted a few things for me, and it really. I know I was babbling earlier, but I'm going to go back.
No, but it really has sense what you're saying.
It really has kind of fucking made me a little bit of aware of a few things that I wasn't aware of, and it has me looking at myself a little bit more than what I was looking at myself.
I know you can shape and develop your character that you're more comfortable about.
A little bit, yeah, and even the sound of my own voice.
See, everything is in your head anyway.
I know.
So it's like perception and reaction.
Yeah.
So if you don't like what you see, you change it. But if someone else tells you, you can't hear it, you can't see it.
Yeah.
You have to see it, and you have to feel it.
And just the wiring in your brain and stuff, and like, and kind of having, just kind of like.
It's fucking, look, it's your dream.
Yeah.
So shape it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kind of
that's
like
the way I see it. Because
you decide what way you want to think.
Dude, I come in here a bunch of times, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be so great to talk about this topic, and it'd be the only thing that I don't talk about for like an hour. Yeah. And I'm like, what did I come in to talk about?
I hear you.
Because some little thing along between there and here got in there.
That's only with yourself. Imagine with someone else in the room, you have another fucking like.
But with someone else, it's easy because I just say, so how do you feel about this? What do you? Yeah. And off they go.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. If they're here, let them shine.
Yeah.
Because I was like at the start, I was like, I should shut the fuck up. I'm fucking talking over them. Or if someone says something and I'm kind of thinking, my initial honest reaction is, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You think this thought?
Yeah.
All by yourself, you're thinking this.
I know, you level with some
and I'm trying to be like, just away from it. Disconnect and just say, okay.
I know. You find the level with people, don't you? Like, I'm kind of cutting mine a bit shorter than what they are, like, because I don't want to be in a position where I'm like running out of things to say to people. Like I'm conscious of that because I'm not an experienced host at all.
But that's you shouldn't.
So I'm just kind of making.
You're preempting failure with that.
No, but to be honest, I think so far it's working out better that way, because your podcast is half ruined by the siren, and the second half is
shit
better.
Happens, man.
And then another one's a little bit shorter than the half hour, and I was like, oh Jesus, I don't be in a position where I'm running out of fucking things to fucking say, like. But
when you feel it's kind of, because you feel like, oh, it's getting a bit quiet in there.
Yeah.
See, so what else is going on with you? And it didn't take it from there. And if they said, if you feel like they don't have much more, you say, so do you want to drop a website or a Facebook page address, and we can call it a day. But you can't have. Because you're not editing. Are you editing much?
No, it has to end when it's over. Like, you can't. I'm not going. I'd rather end it after like 24 minutes. If
of
it's
course,
over,
yeah.
Like,
but
if I'm saying half an hour and it's over after 20 fucking something minutes, it's over, man. I'm not going to like.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if they're fucking spilling it all for you and they're feeling great, you're like, we'll go for 3 hours then, man. We'll go all day now.
I don't care then, do you know what I mean? Like, but I have a few good ones coming. I have a good one coming, like, yeah.
Because what I was doing when I did have people coming in at the start, it's kind of 50-50 kind of a thing to fuck around with setting shit up. Because number one, I'd be thinking, I want things set up before they come into what you call a hot room. Everything is running. Yeah. The mics are on and the camera's running. But then they're like, they could trip over the fucking cable or whatever.
Yeah.
So if they come in on the other side of it and they're sitting down, they might have a coffee or a drink and you're chit-chatting, just talking like, do you have any problem? Find the place. I just set this up. And then you're removing an anticipation of a sort.
They're on
the seat. You're not making any great fucking questions. You're just chit-chatting away as you're fucking around, and you sit down then and you're milling on
the conversation,
and somewhere along the way is, oh, by the way, welcome to the Blackbird.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, are we going?
Yeah.
We've been here an hour, of course we're fucking going.
No, I'm in with a jingle. I'm like, okay, so I'm a bit more like, the glasses are on, play the jingle, boom, and like, first question is...
You're very structured though.
I look like that maybe, but I'm not. I like if I'm feeling a little bit quieter, or I'm kind of not freezing, but if I'm getting a little bit kind of like Jesus, running out of something, I like to revert. I like to have something here to kind of have a gander down and kind of go, oh yeah, I'm keeping birds there recently, and it's a nice, for me it's a nice way.
Bullet points kind of.
Well, I wouldn't have remembered to say something as what I consider interesting in my life as keeping a few birds recently if I hadn't wrote it down. So that's why I do it a little bit.
Yeah, well, bullet points are good.
Yeah, it just helps me in my way a little bit, like that I refer back to this a little bit, like if I'm.
Where did you get those chickens? Did you get them in the market in Mitchelstown by any chance?
I know a girl in Kilworth. Yeah. I actually literally done-dealed chickens for and she's there in Kilworth.
All right.
Yeah, they're like,
and do you need some kind of... You can just get them and put them in your house, no?
€15 each. You get them and you put them in
you don't need like fucking education or shit like that.
No, man.
Some people get stupid.
No, you don't need... They need a little place to kind of live, like kind of like a little chicken house, yeah.
Yeah, because I was up at my buddy Jim's there a few summers ago, and the foxes were in.
Yeah.
And we're walking down his yard. He was like, fucking foxes.
Yeah.
And there's this twitchy fucking chicken on the ground, and he's in mid-sentence. He picks it up, breaks his fucking neck, puts it down. I'm like, but you just murdered that bird.
They need to be, in my opinion, my one, they need to be they need to be pinned in, like they need
security, 100%. I mean, cats and foxes.
They need side and roof fenced in, like a nice big one to run away mad and peck away, like. But and then when I'm around, then I leave them out of that, and then they're around the garden. Do you know what I mean? And they're around the big space, we'll say like that. But I wouldn't trust leaving them out and about free.
I've been on jobs where this is the case, and I'm like, how are you getting away with it?
Then they are. I'm sure.
How are they not dead? Like,
I wish I was around.
Or running away? How are they? They just stay, man.
I find I have a dog as well, and if I'm around it's all grand. But if I'm not around, the dog is a different dog.
Frenzy.
Yeah, the dog's a different dog with the chickens. So like the best friend and like top dog when I'm around. But like
is it a dog or a bitch?
A bitch, a sheepdog, a bitch.
Well, I trust that no more than my fucking crazy one inside.
Yeah,
she's like that now with the cat, but she can get a bit rough with the cat, and I'm like, Jesus,
man, it's fun with the cat.
I'd better bark something there.
That's good fun. Like, but the sheepdog,
they're unbelievable, man.
Herds the chicken around the garden like it's sheep, like just that kind of Oh, I love the dog.
Yeah, the dogs are unreal. I mean, when we lost our two there in the summer, it was fucking man.
Heartbreaking.
Unbelievable.
I know.
I don't think I was that upset over people I know dying, like even relatives.
Two of them, just say, like, was it?
Yeah, there was a couple of months in between them.
Oh no, and these
Cass, the youngest of the two, went first.
Yeah.
He just, I don't know, he just took a turn, but that's life. He was a big dog, my wolf dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be scared of him if you saw him, lad.
I met the dog.
Big fucking black.
I met the dog. This crazy fucking...
That's Diego, it's the you met.
Oh, sorry, I made a mistake.
Diego's his dad.
Okay.
Yeah, Diego's Slicer.
Okay.
But Cass was a fucking bodybuilder of a dog, like, you know. He was always a big fucking lump.
Yeah.
Slob. That's why he was mine.
Nice.
You want to know, Kaya is starting to be... She's like... Because I like to see them in front of me. I don't like to impose like memories of my other dog on this new dog.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just see Kaya for Kaya.
Okay.
And it's easy because she's so different.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's got mannerisms that remind me of the two boys.
Yeah.
You know, the slob.
Yeah.
And the slobby parts. But it's fun. It's lovely watching them. But she's going to be a big dog. She's only like 6 months recently.
Is that dog only 6 months?
Yeah.
She's lovely dog. I love a big dog.
She's going to be like a wolf, you know what I mean? Even the way she walks is very wolfy. There's some weird mix in her.
Pure wolf. Well, I didn't look at that much. It looks like pure.
And you know the females are always smaller than the males.
Are they?
Predominantly so.
Okay, yeah.
But she's about Diego size already at 6 months.
Females are loyal, aren't they?
Well, I'm mothering her. I'm doting with her every chance because I'm thinking in the back, if she goes crazy, at least she won't come after me because I'm spoiling her with affection. You know what I mean? She's lovely, but she's a pure fucking slob.
Is that the Glockmore Inn up the road?
Yeah.
Is that open? Does that be open now?
It does sometimes.
Is that a public house? No, you don't know.
It is open. I think it opened there a couple of years ago. It was bought by someone local, I think.
Okay.
And but I don't know what the story is. It's open sometimes, but not all the time. Same with Ned's. There's another one on your way down from the Glock, maybe 300-400 meters down the road, I think. On your right, there's a big courtyard there.
Yeah, does that open occasionally? Like?
Yeah, that's a mad fucking old pub, man. There's a big fireplace in there.
Nice.
But when I was in there, I was only in there maybe 3 times in the last 11 years.
Okay.
Because I don't really go to the pub anymore.
No.
But it's like, I prefer house parties. Because you can have the proper crack.
I just like staying at home.
Get the guitars. Have the laugh.
Man.
But that place, when all the locals come in, they're like oak trees. You think you're sitting down. They're all tall fuckers, like.
Just be meals, like, I remember the Glockmore, this is over 40 years ago, this is ages ago, way over 40 years ago. I used to go there with my grandparents, and they serve like like beef dinners and stuff like that in there. And in the Glockmore Inn years ago. This is years
when it was
ago.
Actually an inn.
It was an inn, and they served dinners, and I remember going there like and having like the beef Sunday type dinner there like fucking years ago.
I think I only stuck my head in there once, maybe.
Yeah.
But
it's been sold probably now like 10 times since I was in there, like fucking,
I don't know,
like 45 years
They're very
ago.
fucking they're not like that around there, dude. They're very slow to sell anything.
Oh, maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same. I don't know anything
it's
about
sold,
it.
I know, to a local. I think the guy who might be involved with the stone yard.
Not a clue, wouldn't know. But it's not a place that you could go for a pint tonight. You don't know. Well, have a look and I'm going home. Isn't that it? What do you know about it?
I know nothing.
You know nothing.
I know no.
Did you have the other place down the road?
Ned's.
No, the Corbett Court. That's not too far from here, like. Not, isn't it? I don't know, a few miles.
That's only 5 minutes away, really. 5-10 minutes.
Be alright.
But can you get beers in there? Or do you have a bar in there?
And you could. I know. I've been there for like.
We were there last summer with the
party
kids. All right,
recently,
they wanted some fucking. I don't know, some nonsense. 'Cause Junior gets fixated on things. Like, he loves the building. He likes Googling the building.
Okay.
He wants to go there then. He'll get it in his head to such a degree. Right, we gotta go.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
Seeing something you end up in the Corporate Court because of like Google Earth or something like that.
Yeah, and because he's been fucking
over-analysing
everything.
Yeah.
He wants to stand on that step by that door.
Oh, no way, man.
And get his photo taken. So he's
Awesome.
looking on his fucking iPad and he's looking on my phone, then the photos on my phone, and then he'll be like, put that there. So I'm there trying to figure out quick share or some shit.
Oh, wow.
Like a retard, and I've got his mother.
No, that's cool. That's
and he's
brilliant.
he'll look at it then for a few hours and then he'll delete it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you fucker.
Okay.
What are you deleting it for?
Yeah.
Then you'll have to do it all over again. But he'll get fixations like that. Like with the beach now is another one.
Okay.
Because before they came along, me and Lucy used to go to the beaches all through the year because we love taking photographs.
Okay.
And we'd have the Canon cameras out and we'd be off. Waves were usually my thing. I'm looking for the big stormy waves crashing. And so we were bringing Junior along as well then when he came along. And then it was just, there was Junior, then there's Sebastian, there's 2 dogs, maybe 3. It's like, fuck this. I'm not going anywhere today.
That's it, huh?
I'm like, you go.
Yeah.
I get very twitchy. Because it's like my only day off and I have to go through all this shit. I think not.
No.
I need to de-stress.
No, I'm not.
That's why I got fucked up too.
The older I'm getting, the more I'm like, I can't even go into the deli anymore. Like I get annoyed.
Very much.
I get annoyed by not. I do go shops and stuff like that, but I'm best avoiding a lot of places. Do you know what I mean? Like if I get poor service, I get very. It happened to me recently twice actually. If I get poor service, like in like a restaurant or. On both times it was actually a restaurant when I was away recently, like it really disappoints me, like if I get poor service and bad service in a restaurant type environment, like it ruins my fucking night. It ruins me what happened, like it was just on this occasion only recently, like food came way after all of our food and I was so annoyed by that. When it came it was wrong. And then it had to, and it was just like the whole thing was just a fucking.
It can ruin your day.
Like, I'd rather stay at home. My missus was sitting there, and we're all, oh no, this is terrible. I was thinking, like, I love nothing more sometimes than sitting around with my family on in an Italian restaurant or something like that. But I'd be very careful. It triggers me, like, very. If I get like a pouty lad behind the deli there, like kind of making my sandwich, like it could trigger. Like I'm best bringing my own sandwiches sometimes. Like
I won't go to when I go to work. I won't leave the job to go to the shop and fuck off.
Open up a new pack of cheese, will ya? Cheese, there's no cheese.
Nah, I can't be dealing with
this. Can't be dealing with
and come here, you know what really annoys me? Fucking sandwich artist. What the fuck is that about? Sandwich artist? Shut the fuck up.
Maybe I've never heard of
sandwich maker. There's nothing artistic about that, you cunt.
No.
How dare they they're so fucking. They don't even understand the language they use half the time.
Yeah.
And it blows my goddamn brain.
But taking it too far.
I'm like,
now,
you pretentious cunt.
I hear you.
How dare you? People have died for that title. Not the sandwich part, but the other part.
Oh, much, yeah.
Yeah. Simple things like that, I go fucking schizo, like.
Well, I do too, and not trigger, that's stupid, but it does trigger me a little bit. And I could, not ruin, but I could be disappointed a bit.
Yeah,
for the
people
rest
being
of the
overly fucking familiar then with you.
Yeah.
You've just fucking met them. They work here. I don't need this. Get the fuck out of my space.
Yeah.
I just want to eat good food. Apparently it's good.
Yeah. And just
fuck off.
I know, and just a friendly kind of fucking
I don't just hello, goodbye.
Yeah, just
don't be fucking annoying me, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Do the job.
It's so fake.
Done. Yeah.
And I detest this shit. I detest it.
Yeah.
I don't mind meeting people on the street. I genuine, how's it going? Hello. Give them whatever time is required to let that naturally run its course.
Yes.
But when this false fuck comes up and just gets in your space and just annoys you.
Yeah.
And they still don't get it, that you're clearly annoyed and you're looking at them like you want to hurt them. And they're still da.
I hear you.
Fuck off.
I hear you.
So sometimes you gotta be abrupt.
Well,
so listen,
get the fuck out of there.
Fuck off. But then they go spit in your food. Probably.
Oh, you're talking about the waitress still. Sorry, I don't know where we're there.
Where I am.
Sorry, yeah. You're still with the waitress, like, yeah.
No, but
yeah. Oh, waiter, sorry, we're.
But it's like I was saying to Lucy years ago that she should have like a food house. Because she's unbelievable fucking cooking, man.
Is she good?
But she'd be like, I don't know. I get where she's coming from. I'd be the same. No, to be like, why are you selling your paintings? I'm like, I can't be dealing with people.
Say the easiest way to lose all your money is open a fucking restaurant. Do you know what I mean? That's
too many fucking fickle people.
I used to have a coffee shop. I wouldn't call it a restaurant, but I had a coffee shop and I used to make sandwiches and had that kind of deli coffee shop. I was the first. I'd say I was the first person in Connemara to have an internet cafe.
Connemara?
Yeah.
Cool.
I had an internet cafe, you know, when internet was fairly new now.
Yeah.
I got a couple of PCs and I had a coffee shop and I used to, make the grind the beans and I had chessboards and I had bookshelves and things. I'd bike hire going out of it as well, and I think going on there like that, yeah.
Like a chic cafe.
Well, that's what it was. And I was a young lad, and I hadn't fucking clue. Do you know what I mean? I was like, not in the ocean, like wasting.
There was a place like that down in Cork City. I used to go into a couple of times a week when I was doing an art course down there. It was. They always had some funky music on.
I used to go with that. Yeah, I was a young lad there. Funky,
I was like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah, that's probably what the sentence that came into me as well. But it was good. It was good. But I did notice that. That's what my point was. The food, yes, that industry is a diff. If you want to lose your money, like open a restaurant, like
lose your mind.
Yeah, and all your
that
money.
Same place is closed now.
Just drips fucking money.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure when it works, it's very good
but the rates are a cunt as well.
The rates
for a shop of any kind of business.
Rates by
that's criminal. Jesus, something should be done about that. Like,
rates, don't talk to me. Like, and you just when your bank account, you just think you're getting somewhere, like, and there'll be a rates bill, or there'll be a tax bill, or there'll be a VAT bill, or
I have a few issues with these kind of things.
There's no point. But
when
you see the Cork County Council,
it's like you're being attacked.
Yeah,
for being self-employed.
When you see the Cork County Council rates going out then of like 500 there as well, like you're going, Jesus, as well as the rent.
I don't know how people stay afloat.
Rates, what the fuck does that mean? Like rate
off.
Rate off. I don't drink the water. I buy my water in.
They don't give a fuck.
In
they
Aldi.
Say, there's a tap. You're paying for it.
I buy my water in Aldi, and then even after that, I put it through the Brita filter. So I mean, because it's been sitting in the plastic.
Should get one of these, dude.
Okay. Copper.
It gets all the minerals. It's meant to kill a lot of bacteria in the water anyway.
Okay, maybe after
micro
the
shit.
I could put it into the jug then.
And drink it from the cup then. You'll get used to the taste. It's a bit of at the start, feel like
a bit coppery, is it?
I think I drank someone's blood.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
More please. But it's meant to be very good for you, like. It's.
I didn't know that.
It used to be copper pipes for the houses, like.
Yeah.
It's just now they want to cheap. Everything has to be down to the lowest denominator. Cheapest materials.
I try not to drink the town water. Like I say, I buy the bottled water and then I put it through the Brita. You know what I mean?
I don't know what the fuck we're drinking here. Some spring water.
Yeah, but that's not town water.
It's very hard, man.
I'd rather that than
It's very hard.
I'd rather that than the fucking town water.
The washing machines now and shit like that. Kettles. They go through kettles like
I know the one. You
just
get
fucked up.
Lime or
a
build up of something.
But I mean, lime is great. It's great for your bones.
Lime is
apparently.
Yeah, it's pretty balanced though. You don't. Yeah, but that's fine. But it's
Copper.
what I feel like the stuff going into the town waters there, like so fucking.
Look, when you're dealing with a fucking bunch of people who think it's okay to put fucking rat poison into your drinking water,
that kind of thing.
Then you have you have a bigger problem than. We're so sleepwalking into oblivion.
I know. Well, I don't know, but I think
people think
like
making ranty fucking videos, angry videos, is the way. It's not the fuck. It's doing fuck all.
Yeah.
Cop the fuck on.
Yeah.
But then Ireland is historically you can't have any kind of revolution because you're always going to have snitches. They're going to fucking.
We'll just all stab ourselves, like is it like we're all
pretty much
fucking snitching ourselves,
easily fucking infiltrated and derailed. So it's like inevitable that the demise is on its way. Like,
is it? I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know anything about it really, but
Unless everyone comes back at the same time with the same idea.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's happening.
No.
You know, 'cause the numbers are fucking... More people are leaving than anything, like.
What are you talking about now? There's more
Ireland's
people
leaving the country.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
Is there a big...
We're losing our education, or all our fucking talent is leaving.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, they're at an age now where they don't have anything tying them anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Or is there always people just coming and going a bit now?
No, the only ones coming are the ones that the government are bringing in.
Okay,
really.
yeah,
Sure, they've shut down most shit. Well, tourists, where are they going to stay? All the hotels are full of fucking government projects.
I know, but sure, the heads that run the globe, they just want to kind of intermix all the different fucking races.
Look, those communist cunts, that's all they are. They just want to ruin the nation of every nation, the identity of nation.
They do.
Tribes have to be obliterated.
Yeah.
That's why I hang this baby up here with pride. I'm not a European. I'm fucking Irish.
Irish man.
So fuck them with their ideas. How deluded do you have to be to tell other people in other lands how they're gonna fucking live?
Insane
It's
in the membrane.
Totally insane. I watch these days, and I'm not watching to be informed because you're not going to be, okay?
No.
But what it is, it's bad entertainment at best. And the way bring Trump and Elon Musk into the equation, I'll tell you what, lad, I've laughed a lot out loud the last week with the fucking shit that is breaking news. I'm like, oh, what's this? And this guy comes out, oh yeah, we're all done, we're all dead. It's going to be this biggest war ever. He's fucking gold. He's dynamite. Like, comedy-wise.
Good entertainment.
Brilliant
Isn't
entertainment.
it?
It's super.
It is, yeah. It is good entertainment.
But imagine getting him on a podcast.
That's all it is, though. It's fucking... Getting who?
President Trump.
Trump on a podcast.
Do you watch a guy called... He's a comedian. What's his fucking name? I've only started watching him recently, but I don't know what to make of him yet. All I know is I laugh out loud when I watch him. I don't know, is he stupid, clever, or both? What's his fucking name? He's a comedian, he was on the Joe Rogan show, podcast. But he interviewed Trump on his own podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and my God, he's like, he's just such a butterfly.
He's been his experience.
Theo Von something.
Maybe something's true.
If you get the time or the want, you should check him out, man. You laugh. He'll make you laugh because it's like, did he just say that? He has the most obscure fucking things. They have nothing to do with it's so abstract.
Yeah,
and it's like he's gone on about. There's another comedian, Cat Williams, very fucking good guy, very funny guy. Cat Williams was on his. I only see clips. I rarely get to consume a fuck. It's like, well, I'm having a coffee break. A bunch of clips. That's it.
Yeah, that's a good flat, aren't they? They're good little.
Very good. They travel well.
Yeah,
but he's gone on about ducks and swans, and he's thinking like, are the swans racist? But the way he said it,
it's the way it's
like a child. That innocence was there, and you're like, that's why I think he's stupid. But it's a wonderful array of crazy, and it's like when you see shit like that, you're trying to structure a fucking podcast with somebody, that kind of fizzles away. You're like,
fizzles away.
This fucking when you see this stuff, you're like, what's the point?
What's the fucking point?
There's no point of stressing over it.
No.
The thing is, just have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
And just, it's like a fucking massive relief.
Yeah, and have fun that you're outside your comfort zone.
You're doing your shit all week,
Yeah.
You're under the same stress as everyone else is under. But you're thinking, I'm going to kick this now and fucking see what happens.
Exactly.
And you come out of there laughing at yourself and you're happy out.
Well, it's not...
You're hurting nobody.
No, and it's not it's not... It's harmless, do you know what I mean? It's not... I'm not trying to... There's no bad in it, do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to lie or tell anything that's not... It's all honest, innocent...
Like I always maintain, if someone will laugh at me or with me, it's victory.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Because I've no grand scheme. It's just like, this is fucking fun.
It is.
Anyone else think this is fun? You want to come in and have some fun?
Yeah, it's
that's all it is.
Communication age. It's kind of a little
keep
bit
the art of conversation going. Like
a little bit, isn't it? Because we don't go to the pub to this anymore either.
No.
Well, maybe there is a generation that does now, and that's the fair play to them. But there's a generation like us that we don't really go to the pub that much anyway anymore. So at least now you can have this conversation art continued a little bit in this way, and the viewers can participate.
We're living in times that are changing so fucking quick as well. It's good to kind of nearly document it, and people, everyday people's fucking how they feel their place is in that, and negotiating their way through it. Because I asked a few people, you know, at the beginning, and they'd be like, Jesus, I have nothing to say. And I'm like, of course you do.
You do.
Of course you do.
You do.
Everyone has something to say.
Everyone does.
It doesn't have to be anything profound.
No.
It could be about your fucking garden, your reaction, your interaction. You know, lovely.
I bet 100 years ago it was like the photographer taking a photograph, and nobody would go into it'd be like, come on, I want someone to go in the photograph now. And I bet it was the same way. It was like, I wouldn't dare go. And we've evolved now to like fucking we're photographers
getting killed doing it.
Yeah, doing selfies of ourselves. So I guess
we're still in this.
It's just
it's like we're still in the waterfall part, you know, when the waterfall hits below, and there's all the swirling and twirling and no one knows what, because that's where we are with the whole the sudden technology, because it is still relatively fucking
very
fresh,
new, like it's only,
and we're still trying to get to grips with that.
I know.
So and it's so in society.
Yeah, and as well as that, like we're just so fucking restricted by our upbringing and by the Catholic Ireland thing, about thinking about what other people think about you. We all need, but let's go back to that again. Lots of people, we all need to ditch that altogether, like, and don't give a shite what people think about you, and go back to just conduct yourself with some fucking self-respect, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Good old-fashioned self-respect,
isn't it? Yeah,
and like it goes back to what you were saying. People got to be in love with themselves. Just a little fucking bit.
Well, yeah,
you know
obviously
what I mean?
You gotta be self-critical as well, and of course, but we're over-critical sometimes when we're looking at ourselves.
Listen, we're Irish.
We're over-critical, like, do you know what I mean? We should like ourselves and each other.
That
ourselves primarily. Whether we like each other.
I find that happens very quickly, like milliseconds. That celebration, and then move on now.
Oh, yeah.
Don't dwell on it. You've done it. Great. It was you succeeded. Now bring it further. Work. It's like but then it's like a warning. Don't get too up in it. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You tried fucking long enough. You're going to get there eventually. So you've got over one hurdle. Aren't you great?
Jesus, people aren't used to being told that they're really fucking good. Do you know what I mean? Like when you
I don't trust it.
When you go telling people that they're fucking good, they're like fucking not just. You don't trust it when someone tells you you're good.
I do not
it's
trust
just
it.
fucking.
I'd be like, how the fuck do you know?
How do you know? Like, yeah.
How do you know?
Well, I look at your paintings, for example, and I go, they're very good. So how do I know your art is fucking good? But if you say that, they're like.
But then the difference is.
Yeah.
My will say. If you want to say my target, what I'm aiming for, and what they're oblivious to this.
Yeah.
Whereas if they maybe found out about it, they'd be thinking you're crazy. Who do you think you are? But you gotta aim for shit. You know, I'm not really good at planning stuff. I'm fairly broad strokes kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm not really into the detail.
Yeah.
So if I get a notion or an idea, it just goes in there and it has a life of its own. And I just fucking, I'm the dummy on the end of the strings, you know what I mean?
No, I'm with you,
I'm just fucking, I'm willing to use my time to go after whatever it is I want to go after.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do it willy-nilly. It has to serve a purpose.
It has to serve a purpose.
Now, if that purpose is making me feel fucking just happy, that's good enough.
That's the top of pops. Happiness.
So, I mean, it's grand. It really, because you don't know what the fuck happens. There's always an effect, be it paintings or playing the guitar, and someone records something. Like we did a little thing. Well, it was like it just happened. There was like a camping party at a 2-day competition down the Buddy, and there was a guy there with a guitar, but he was just doing all the normal kind of run of the mill covers, and it was gonna. I was thinking, fuck it, dude. If you're gonna play the guitar, play the fucking guitar. So I went up and I took the guitar and I just went fucking. The guy with me then, and we just had a great fucking time. Nice. But then people were recording it, and I made the mistake of just asking people, look, let's get involved. Give me a fucking word or whatever, and off you go and you make some
Nice, yeah.
They're not PG, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But people are recording it and you're oblivious to it. Because you're having a laugh.
Of course.
Then the next day people are making odd little comments as you're going, as the crowd comes back for the day, it's been flying around the WhatsApps and shit, and you're oblivious to this.
Yeah.
But then, you know, people are like making weird comments. And you're like, but then you find out and you're like, oh my god, the holy mortification of it all. But it's at the same time,
like, Jesus,
you gotta
like,
own it and laugh.
Well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. But if you're, anyway, it's whatever. I need to.
That's why I gotta start banging on the guitars again, because I miss it, and it's like, make the time. You just gotta make. But I always find in the winter I nearly shut down.
We all do, man.
I had to keep.
Dark evenings.
I had to keep plodding along. Said, get in there, get it done. Whatever it is you're doing, work on it.
It's harder, but the light is coming. Like the
it is.
the light
It
is
is.
coming. The mornings are getting a little bit. The evenings.
No, I love this time of year.
Yeah, spring is coming, and when once we get to St. Patrick's,
get that out of the way, and the year's kind of it picks up the pace, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, and you can finish work in the evenings and come home, and there's a little bit of light to kick a ball with the lads, or to do whatever you like to do in the evenings, and
tidy up,
to fucking do more jobs maybe but it's just nice, isn't it? Anyway,
it's the option.
We all know the
go for a walk, whatever the fuck it floats your boat.
Yeah.
So do you have are you going to set up like a YouTube channel for all these things?
Yeah, I'm going to put the podcast
like separate to the bike thing?
Correct. I'm going to have.
That'll be all with the launch.
Yeah, I already have a separate YouTube channel for Mike Hennessy's Positivity Podcast,
right?
And the podcast show, so that'll all go into one YouTube channel primarily. Is where it's going to be. That's where it's going.
And
so
are you going to
12 interviews? Sorry, go on. Yeah.
Are you going to be putting in then the behind the scenes things as well?
In there as well, yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching
a little bit. There's not much now, but there is. I'm making it as I'm going, and I'm like.
But it doesn't matter about time, length, and shit. It's like it's just the bones of what it is.
Yeah.
That you're thinking.
Yeah.
That's what's interesting.
It is.
It doesn't matter how long it takes.
No, it doesn't. It's just how are you feeling that evening? Like, just after an interview there, like fucking. I suppose. I don't know. It was good, I guess, but it's a bit, I'm resilient, I suppose.
How long do you give yourself before, once you've done it? Say you finish your interview, like, thank you very much, bye-bye, they leave, what do you do then? Do you say, do you check everything? Do you say, I'm going to have a coffee, going to relax?
No, it's been daytime, hasn't it? It's been daytime on a Sunday, I think, isn't it? Oh no, one evening. I know I decompressed, I don't have a coffee, but I definitely have a little bit of straight away solitude time.
Alright, the video's there. Okay, the sound is there. That's okay. Once I know that is locked in,
sorry.
I'm very relaxed after that. I'd probably go through the video very quickly, get a few screenshots, and try to make a little slideshow just to throw it out there.
Yeah.
That way I'm telling myself, now you've something to do, so don't fucking forget it.
I
give myself X amount of days.
With this project, I'm trying to do the opposite. My natural want now is to, when I have something and I go, I have something here, boy, this is fucking good. My natural, and I want to do it now, my natural way is to release it and show it off and get it out there. But I'm not doing that on this project.
Yeah, because you have a structure that you want.
Yeah, I want it ready and happy, and I want to be, for once, I'm going to hold myself back.
Well, that's good for the start of it.
Yeah, I think so.
You're not under pressure then, like you have a guarantee of... You might do one a week or something.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And you still have some to go after that. You're not under any pressure.
No.
I didn't do this. I should have.
You didn't stockpile a few videos not that I'm stockpiling. I only have 3 or 4 now. I don't have a lot, but I have a few.
No, I think on my art channel now is most of my beginnings.
Yeah.
And then once I decided at 20, I said, this is shit.
I'm
going to go Blackbird, make up a whole new fucking channel for that, and then rebrand.
Yeah, no, I could do that.
And just give you the freedom to talk pure nonsense.
Yeah,
and enjoy it. So it's like, but instead of transferring everything over to Blackbird, I made a little playlist, and I shared them to the playlist, but it's not like, you have to go looking for it really.
Yeah.
You have to go into playlist and say, what's in here?
Okay, I'm with you.
I think everything is in the playlist.
Yeah.
Like from 1 up until the recent one.
Yes.
But on the art channel, then the James C. Byrne Art, it's like all the like what you're doing now. There's like little snippets, 5-minute videos, and shit like that.
TikTok-y, shorty stuff.
Just getting familiar with the whole action of recording yourself in an empty fucking room, talking aloud. Just trying to get into that area. Because to me, it's a new medium to play with.
It's new and it's exciting and it's fun and it's nothing is free, but it's like free to the point as in it's just you can just put it on your phone and you're
fucking
there,
facilitates your want.
It does really.
You know? And
it gets
in that
my
sense it's
brand
free.
out there.
But
and
have you started the other podcasts?
Have I started the which?
To just search around and listen to other podcasts.
Maybe a little bit more. I do listen to a few podcasts. Just two, I think. Really, is it maybe 2 or 3? I'm not really. I like a little bit of music in the background, and I like to be working, and then I like kind of business confidence.
Well, everything in your lane, really, your wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's why we listen to like kind of. There's a guy there, Paul McKenna's kind of fucking podcast there. I like him. Yeah, he's kind of
Paul McKenna, I know.
Yeah, he's a kind of a hypnosis kind of life coachy kind of dude. Like,
is he dead?
No, he's alive and kicking. Yeah.
There's a dead guy there, but someone put a load of his stuff up, but then you had to pay for it.
Yeah.
So then I lost interest.
Yeah, no, this guy's.
I'll find a lot of his stuff on YouTube.
Stuff out there,
He went to India now. He's like a guru. Well, he's dead now, but he had a great philosophy, and I could listen to him all day. He had a great speaking voice.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's enough for me. If I hear, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but if I hear, there's something about their voice.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to find out why do I like this voice?
Yeah.
And I just, when I get it in, I might stay with it, I might not. But I have maybe 10 or 12 that I just check out once a week, see what they're at. And
I tend to edge towards kind of that businessy, like kind of like successful, kind of Gary V. There's a guy called there.
Yeah, I know Gary V. Yeah.
I tend to edge towards that. That's where I when I'm searching for something, I often go into that genre, like where I like, kind of to be inspired to.
I can't stand them.
I like a little bit of that.
I tried to get into them, but it's like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Fuck right off.
Yeah.
These cunts, they're just too much.
Some of them are awful too much.
And if you say that to them, they're like, you just don't want to. You want to smack them.
No.
They're unrealistic individuals.
Yeah.
Your man inherited his father's business and did as his father did, and he was a success. But now all of a sudden, in his fucking head.
I know, it's a super fucking hero. You couldn't listen to that shite. No, I hear you, dude. No, I fucking.
And then there's this other fucking guy who pops up on the YouTube sometimes. He's always got this fucking thing on his nose, and he looks like he's on steroids.
I can see someone with a thing on his
he's always talking the same shit. It's all about money.
Turn him off and leave him behind.
I want to hear let's talk shit and have a laugh. Talk about cars, music.
I'm more into
drugs.
Fucking making the content than watching the content. That's what I want to get my head towards. I better fucking go here, dude, because my gang.
No worries. So
what I said was don't go to.
Do you want to put the name out there for what you're going to be? When are you launching your thing again? Paddy's Day.
The podcast. Thing. It's Mike Hennessy's Positivity Podcast.
But it won't be alive until Paddy's Day.
Yeah, and I'll shout about it. I'll sing and shout about it before then. But St. Patrick's night at 9:30, I'm going to release the first show anyway. Do you know what I mean? So that'll be something to look forward to.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. Yeah. So the first interview.
You can put like a little countdown video on is it Facebook a week or two beforehand.
Good, yeah.
You know, you just do your clip,
yeah,
and you can turn it into an event.
Yeah. And
it reminds people then like a countdown.
It'll be nice, a little archive moment with a few.
See, I wish I thought of all this shit. I just showed up. Hello.
No, you're great. You're the one who's not going to say you're mentoring me, but you're the you're the guy I'm going to talk about equipment and one day and stuff like that.
Oh, dude, any day.
And sounding and lighting. I'm literally have like my tablet open. And I'm using the sound off the tablet and the video off the tablet, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing.
It works, doesn't it?
Well, it works if you put it close enough to us. It seems.
I thought it worked okay.
It was all right.
You know what I was using for the first 20,
I have
maybe
these
30
clip-on
was
ones,
phone.
but they're a bit cheapy. I have these kind of clip-on
But
ones.
do they work?
Nah.
Don't mind cheapy. If it works,
I
it
don't
works.
think it's great. I don't think it works good enough. No.
Is it better than the sound off your tablet?
I think when I'm buying myself from a distance, if I'm doing bikes, it is all right. If I'm reviewing bikes from a distance, the clip-on mic is better because I'm at a distance from it, you know, to get the angle to work with the bike. But the two of us talking on it, actually, it's better to have, because sometimes it'll be clipped on here and it might kind of droodle down here a bit. And it's not good enough. No, I think this is what you need for.
Yeah,
if you're doing a desktop podcast, surely you could do it, or it's best to have a desktop microphone, rather than a clip-on one.
Yeah, these are super, man.
They're super.
I obviously haven't got to their full potential yet, but I just need to get my brain in gear.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been looking at cameras for forever now, and I'm still none the wiser, because it's like you're taking a gamble unless you walk into a fucking shop, and I don't get the time to do this.
But you have to put the camera then. You'd have to put the whatever you got in the camera then onto your.
Sure, I have to do that anyway.
Is it?
I have to
do it anyway.
I have to do that.
Do you edit it on a
I got an
computer?
editing program on my desktop in the house.
Oh,
so
you're way fucking beyond me.
I've got this external thingy memory guy is like.
Oh Jesus, really?
So the sound is going on that. The video's going on that, and then I put the two
no
of them.
Way.
I have like
oh my god! Sweat's coming out my back when you saw it cover all this.
No, see, Blackbird Podcast folder is in there, and then I have subfolders: audio, video, and finished video. So everything from the first video is still there, edited and unedited. Yeah. So it's probably silly to have it all. Maybe I should just keep the edited or unedited ones, and fuck it. If I get kicked off of YouTube for whatever reason, and they wipe your shit, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
So I like to have backup.
Have your own
so
drive.
I am looking for other platforms, but then, like I said, I want to keep it simple. I don't want to be fucking around. YouTubers, they're a monster, okay? So it's best to try to
Google on YouTube, man.
Just hit the ropes, but don't go over the ropes.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Don't tie your flag to any one thing, but really.
But Spotify now are awesome because they're doing the video as well. So they're my main two that I'm married to. Yeah. And like I said, I mean, hopefully now next time you come by, I'll have that one will be hooked up like this one, so you can lean back and bring it with you and not worry about the sound being a problem. I'm not having headsets. It's unnatural. I'm not into that. I don't like it. This is set up, I know it's good. And I can do a little bit of doctoring on the editing software.
Oh, you're good, man.
So it's pure there are plenty of people tell you you're doing a shit job, but if I listen to it on my TV, it sounds good. It's good.
It's good.
You know, it sounds good on the phone. It's good.
Yeah.
So after that, if you have a problem with the sound, fix your fucking thing that you're listening to it on. That's what I say.
I'm with you. Isn't it cool that people can put it on? We better head away. But isn't it cool that people can put it on the TV? Like, watch the chats on the main
big screen.
Yeah, and the picture is brilliant.
And I have the projector as well for the laugh, if ever, because usually I got it for the kids one Christmas, you know, and they're having those dark winter days.
Even projector.
Fuck them into our room, into the big bed, and they've put the blind down and they can watch all their movies.
Whoa, okay.
On the thing, and they're just. It's not great because it's all popcorn in the fucking bed when you're going out.
It sounds kind of cool, doesn't it?
I need to do this simultaneous now, so 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, it's